encouraged with your donations to the Asheville Tool Library as well. So to be honest, that might be a great way for me to decide that you have just named the frog. Jason Funderburker. That is a choice. That's one of the options. Froggerson.
Please, not Freddie.
Oh, come on, those books were cute.
Yeah, but it's been done.
That's true. That's true. Found this interesting YouTube who talks about scary stories mainly based in Asian countries, and it was so nice to listen to. Wow. That sounds really cool. Oh, Kermit. Kermit is definitely one. It's a very famous frog name to live up to.
Yeah, those big
Do you think-
those are some big flippers.
Those are some big flippers, and he's just got little ones. So, we'll think about it. We'll see. We'll keep thinking. I do have another frog at home as well that he will be hanging out with. And they're a different
How
shade.
about Pondley?
Ooh, Pondley?
Mm-hmm.
We should ponder that.
You perhaps thought I wasn't expecting the puns.
No, I was just waiting for you to respond. Respond.
Oh, we're knee deep now.
Careful if you get...
Oh, I think it was too much. She couldn't handle it.
Oh, careful, you'll lose count and have to frog that. And I'll go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Like I said, I'm not counting. I'm just going back and forth. I've even had a couple of times where I had to back up and redo a couple stitches already. So
Yeah.
you didn't even notice.
I did not. I've had 6 other things to do.
And right now, we are drawing a pumpkin.
We are drawing a pumpkin for Critter Greaves, who has graciously subscribed to my channel, and I so appreciate it.
Cat ears.
Be prepared. Be prepared. Prepared for what? For the death of the king!
Well, and it got dark quick.
No king, la 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 la. How do you draw ears on a pumpkin?
Well, first draw the pumpkin, and then draw the ears on it as if it were like costume ears, just like it's getting into the seasonal aspect of the thing.
I have certainly drawn better ears than this in my life. Critter, your pumpkin's all dressed up already. Your pumpkin is a critter. How about that? What do we think?
That worked out really well.
I have a lot of fun with these things. Ad countdown, thank you so much, Animal. You love it? I'm so glad to hear it. All right, let me get your name next to it. And thank you once more for joining the Failing Fam. Really appreciate it. Don't have a lot of perks over here, but apparently now you can scrub back and see whatever silly nonsense I did a few minutes ago in the stream. So congratulations! You now have the ability to rewind.
Please be kind and rewind.
Please be kind and rewind. Gosh, R.I.P. Blockbuster.
I know.
Meantime, I'm exploding the end in Minecraft with beds. What? What does that mean? Oh, Mumpy needs a little stretch. All right, last look. Here you go. That's for waves. Did we get shout outs, by the way? I can't see anything in this setup, and it's so frustrating. It's really hard to keep on top of things. He keeps fainting. Poor
Just
dear.
hanging out here, being casual.
Poor dear. Super
Casual.
chill. Super chill.
Sorry, Pondley.
That is a good name. That's a good pick. It's not a squash, it's a squish. It's a turban squash. Gamma is also a good frog name. Kermit is also the name of a certain stray cat who keeps fighting Leo. Ah, you guys still having trouble with that? I'm so sorry. I'd rather have a flipper frog than a flapper frog? I don't know. They could be right at home in that book that James mentioned earlier. Charles Froggington III. Ooh. And we have a pick in IRL from Dwarf. I'll take a look at that in
Pondley
just a second.
Scumhopper.
Perhaps a little pointed, but I
A
do
little
like.
roguish.
Yeah, we could get him. We could make him a little hat. Perhaps he.
He
Perhaps
just
he
couldn't
needs.
take it.
Perhaps he needs a little hat and a roguish little eye patch.
Could be. What do you think?
Then he could probably live up to that name real good because he'd have a sword too. Be a little rogue. Vanquish
Sword in the
varmints.
hats.
Or maybe he is the bandit. He's the one holding people up on the side of the road.
Yep. Give me all your
Give him the
flies.
swashbuckler background. And as a frog folk, he gets at least 1 feet, I believe. So.
I'm gonna have to keep coming up with pond puns.
Thank you, Bio. Yes, we will definitely check out the Discord here. I have a hard time showing it on stream because everything gets blown out so much, but I will do my best. There will be a king, but you said that I will be king. Yes. If there's a king, I have a guillotine. Mini Cleo's very French.
Hey, I can get behind that.
Sailor says, we'll have food, lots of food. We repeat, endless meat. Kitty. We might be at an ad break. I think we're about to have one, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
and
had
I
a
need my
meeting.
meds. So, I'm gonna get my meds. Can't sleep in the end, so they explode when you try to use them. What? That's crazy. In Minecraft, you're not allowed to sleep in other dimensions like the end, so beds explode when you try to use them, making them useful for blowing things up instead of expensive TNT.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, and Stitch is back with yarn. We're gonna check out the Discord finds and show and tell when I get back. I need to take my meds. We're gonna have an ad break, and then we're gonna do this thing.
Definitely.
Graves, I'm very happy for you. That's a good partner. Love that the book I mentioned hours ago gets traction still. I know, right? You never know what's gonna go viral, guys. You never know what could be your viral moment. So behave as if you'd like the rest of the world to see. You know, just in case. And wear clean underwear, because if you people knew that you wore dirty underwear on their last day alive, you'd just die of shame. I just think that's really funny.
Did you have clean underwear? Yeah, I had them in the glove box, Mom. Sorry.
I'm trying to take my meds. You can't do this to me. They're too expensive.
You swallowed.
Eventually. Could have died. She doesn't care. She's trying to kill me. Live on air. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I need to measure this.
Oh, I have a tape measure.
Oh.
It's like,
Is it in here?
yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
Uh-huh. complete. Oh dear.
Oh,
Okay.
good. We did the shout outs. Good. Could make him into a puppet with invisible string. Ooh, that could be fun. And I have lots of popsicle sticks.
All right, we are at 1.5 inches, so I think I need 2 more rounds, and
Okay.
then we'll have a 2-inch.
So when
Rim.
when you measure that, you're measuring not the stitch that's on the needle.
No,
Everything that's already off the needle.
everything already off the needle.
Okay.
So,
Oh. That changes a few things.
yes.
Don't drown in the pond puns, Mumphy.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Huh? My other needle escaped. Thought I had it in my barrette. Apparently not.
I guess not, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't fold it up the way it was folded up.
That's okay. That's okay. It's like the sleeping bags.
Okay.
They're never actually gonna fit back into that packaging. Got air in between all the layers now. Scar is now car. Oh yes, I did see that typo. Even more kitty stuff to call car. Hey! Never mind, it did fit.
Mumphy magic.
Mumphy, everybody. Anybody need a spare mom?
Okay.
Text Mumphy.
So,
It's so pretty.
you wanna...
This beautiful ombre effect that's going on there. That's so pretty. And then it's gonna turn into the purples, right?
well, it goes
Like
pale
a-
pink and then back into the blues.
Yeah, so it'll be like a soft lavender eventually. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
And since this one ends in the right place, we'll be able to...
Be able to nicely splice those together because here's the end of current ball and then here's the next one's beginning. Clever. Perfectly working out. Oh my goodness. The rainbows will overcome. If you didn't take your meds during the ad break, please remember to do so now. Back from ads? Welcome back, Stitch. Mumphy should sell her wares, says Critter. You should show them your drawings too if you feel up for it.
I don't know that I brought anything out here.
No pressure,
No.
but you could always show them in Discord too.
Okay.
The knitting looks pretty. Well, thank you, Stitch. Oh, Stitch, I'm doing more chaos crochet as per. But look how bumpily and bobbly it looks. I'm very happy with it. We're pretty close to me getting to attach another patch to the moss blanket already. I am very excited. Very excited. Perfectly moss-like. Thank you.
Yeah, it's that randomness in the stitching is just completely appropriate to the project.
I'm so thrilled to hear you guys say that. Oh my goodness. Selling knitting is hard. It's a slower fiber art. It is a bit, it does seem to be one that takes somehow a lot more time than
I used
crochet.
to do a lot of hats in very chunky yarn, and because you could knit
Really fast.
one up in a day, easy. So these take a little longer, and since this will be a lace pattern once I get into it, that'll impact it as well. But
Oh, Dwarf would like us to know that he's never gone viral, but may have gone fungal once or twice, and I don't
dear.
really know what that means. But I
It's a
hope you've got a
different way to get
cream
an
for it
infection.
now.
fungal infections versus
Hope you've got a
viral,
cream for it.
bacterial.
Everyone thinks that you should have made me laugh harder, so it's sprayed everywhere. You guys don't have to clean it up. She just mopped.
That was because of the sticky stuff that got spilled the other night and not quite cleaned up.
We thought
And
it was cleaned up.
Was it a?
It was a bit of liquid IV.
liquid IV. That's what I
Yeah.
thought, which was much easier to clean up than when Littlest spilled almost 18 ounces of Sprite.
Yeah, I only get 16 ounces of liquid at a time. So.
They were so upset. It's like, look, we are not going to worry about this. Just going to clean it up.
And that's how we should be. You know, I saw a video yesterday of like starts with like there's clearly a bowl broken on the floor that had some food in it, and they, you know, the whole thing is that, you know, mom like stops, checks the kiddo is okay, doesn't show any of the kids on screen, which is very cool. You just hear the couple of kids in the household in the background, and they sing this song together about I love you more than spilled milk, I love you more than dishes, I love you more than anything in this home. And then they cleaned it up.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
I always said if you weren't supposed to cry over spilled milk, why would you bother over water? You know?
Even if the water is sticky.
Yeah, well, or Sprite, you know, which arguably has less nutritional value than milk, and your liquid IVs are important to your health.
They
but,
are, yeah.
They do not supersede any of my rules about what's reasonable.
Minnie Cleo says that during the Beard Prepared song, we learned the only motivation of the hyenas following Scar was the promised food, which is ironic considering that hyenas are necrophages more than hunters, even if their jaws are very, very strong. And lions' track record for hunting is not great.
Especially the males.
Yeah. How was he planning on following through on this, and why were they interested?
It was a projection of white male insecurity and dominance. Yes, I did just say that.
Oh no,
Especially
and it looks
English.
exactly the same.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Do you want to watch The Lion King?
No. I really don't.
Come on. We could mute it and
when
pretend
that-
that it's spoken word poetry when they're singing.
When that movie came out, my college roommate, who had a bunch of young nephews and nieces, took them to see it, and neither of us were big fans of the Disney market, but we did this thing, and they showed previews for Pocahontas, and she looked at me and she said, "At least you people get people." I'm like, Keishan, this is not my fault. You know? I did not cast this.
And then somehow the live action made them even less relatable as people. They really should just re-release them to theaters. Make whatever edits you feel are necessary in order to still appeal to the modern audience, and maybe there's a few that you just don't because they're distasteful and have aged badly. They're racist. But instead of remaking them badly...
Song of the South.
Oh my god. Among others. But like, instead of remaking things badly so that they just make people mad, you could make something people actually like. And they'll come see it, and they'll bring people to come see it because they like it, and that will build your brand's reputation instead of making everybody talk about you because they hate you. I just feel like someone needs to be told this, because whoever's already saying it isn't being listened to. And I'm just a cat girl on the internet. I know that. But also, I am a consumer. Consumer opinions should matter.
We're gonna watch over the garden wall.
We are going to watch Over the Garden Wall this evening. It's going to be great.
And I can sit here and knit your hat.
Yeah. Can I make candy corn? I don't see why not, Critter.
Ooh, could we sketch some creepy candy corns with evil faces?
Ooh, with little faces like the jack-o'-lanterns? Okay, I need to start making notes. I need to write some of this shit down. Give me just a sec, guys. I have a few ideas that I've already written down from you guys, but this, I need to make sure. Pumpkin magnets, also letters.
It's the grilled cheese.
More pumpkins, candy corns, Jack-o'-lanterns. Alrighty. I've got those ones at least. Would it be too dumb of an idea to turn my stairs into a bookshelf?
That depends. Are you looking at the underside of your stairs?
Probably. Been looking at the open steps thinking it's basically free real estate.
Yeah?
Do you mean just the back of the step, though? Because if you're just talking about the back of the step, I really think that you're going to have to install a wall back there or your books will just fall. And that would not be a fun thing to have to consistently pick up after. And don't put any of the ones you really like in the center where you can kick them. But if we're talking about the underneath, like underneath the stairs, oh yeah, totally, absolutely. Put your little put your shelves in under there. The thing about the underneath of the stairs is that it can be a very unfriendly place. The feng shui guy will attest to this. And so
The monkeys can't get you there.
no, but neither can the sunlight. And you feel like you feel trapped and overly enclosed, which some people like small spaces and it can work for them. This is why feng shui is a set of guidelines for how things will probably feel happier and be good for your home and flow well. Not laws, you know? Yeah. I don't think it's a dumb idea though. I think Midnight Josuke might be onto something. Ko-Fi's site needs a damn search bar. I'm so sorry. I should have my links down below if you're looking for Mine Pumpkin. And otherwise, a lot of times if you search the artist that you're looking for and the word Ko-Fi with it, it should be one of the first things that pops up for those results, regardless of who you're looking for. I found several people without telling them I was looking for their Ko-Fi store that way. Made me feel a little bit clever. I got one over on you. You're gonna get supported whether you like it or not. Get supported, nerd! Found you through Google. Oh, you found me. Oh, I don't cry over spilt milk. Oh, that's a longer message than just that. Soy milk on the other hand? Oh no. The Lion King is god-awful from a biologist's POV, but I think the point of it was the lions kept the hyenas from hunting in the Pride Lands. Yeah, they were protecting the other creatures from them. What were the lions eating?
God, us only. Look, it's Disney. I'm sure that their steaks were catered.
Because they weren't eating bugs like Timon and Pumbaa. Simba was grossed out by that. So why did all those wildebeest want their protection from the hyenas? Oh my god, they're the bourgeoisie of the leopard-eating party. They're the leopard-eating faces party.
Okay. That's grim.
And this is why, even if you find the prince in the story sympathetic, you should bear in mind that he's sitting at the top of a caste system that absolutely is oppressing those underneath, and it should really be thought about critically. How much good can you do if you're sitting on your billions? Just saying. That goes for all of them. Dolly Parton makes sure she doesn't become a billionaire by donating all her fucking money.
I think there's something going on where Dollywood is closing.
I don't know. I briefly was concerned for her health, but she's fine actually. Her sister asked for prayers because she had a minor health issue, and she's fine now.
Okay.
And came back and apologized for worrying everybody, which was very sweet. Scar promised food, not how he would get it. Mostly his plan was taking Mufasa's place as the sole adult male and thus taking rule over the female huntresses, which he did, and he made them hunt to exhaustion without care of the consequences. Ah, maybe I should revisit this film, because I don't remember understanding what the fuck went wrong, to be honest, as a kid. I just thought everybody hated him, and so they left. But the lionesses couldn't leave for some reason. I still don't understand why they couldn't leave. They could have just killed him.
They could have just not
They should have just killed him. My grandfather loved Song of the South so much that he imported the special UK DVD release to keep it preserved.
Dear heavens. I'm so sorry.
Re-releasing something doesn't renew your copyright. I hate that you're right. They should do it anyway, though. Like, they should. It would actually be a solid revenue service for them, I think. Disney posts an apology before watching the movies now, as they are wrong and dated. Yeah, and they should. Things like Song of the South, etc. Absolutely.
Song of the South,
It's called a disclaimer.
Didn't get to be in theaters for very long before it got pulled.
It was already a bad move at the time. I'm not saying they had to shred it. I'm just saying that they knew already when they did it. Disclaimers and trigger warnings and things. These are so that we can move into a space knowing what is going to happen and be like, yeah, I do want to watch this movie. Or actually, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going to leave. Put on something else. Play another episode of Bluey.
Were you going to try drawing the candy corns as if they were jack-o'-lanterns?
I wrote it down so that I could catch up on chat, and now I'm still really behind on chat. Jessica says, I break the spine of every book I own. I'm not exactly worried about kicking them. Animal, the only reason to cry over spilled pilk is that if you've done the ratio wrong, you now have curdled milk in your carpet. Which I do think might be worth weeping over a little bit as you clean it. Try to clean it. They were eating the antelope. Didn't they also rule over the antelope? Oh my god, this is so weird. Why did they come to the birth and presentation of Simba?
Probably. Has anybody here read Cloud Atlas?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. So there's the structure of the novel is unique in that it has a story told across time and in different contexts, including past, present, future. Mm-hmm. And you come up one side of the story arc and hit the peak and then come down the other side. And as part of it, there is a imagined future segment where the workers in a fast food restaurant are all created. They're created clones. And after they've worked for so many years, they're supposed to be given their freedom, but it turns out that what's really happening is that they're being recycled into the food system. Shades of Soylent Green and worse.
Oh no. Oh, that's horrifying, Elfy. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. So, yeah. King's bad.
Yeah.
But capitalism could be worse in some cases.
Sable and Animal have an explanation for why it was okay that they were eating the antelope.
Okay.
Mufasa explains it, that they eat the antelope and then their bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass. And they maintain the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Balance is important. So, you see, we need rich people.
Sure we do.
And if all the rich people removed themselves from society, oh, what a calamity. We all just wouldn't survive without their brilliant inventions that definitely weren't just them handing somebody else money to go do something. My head hurts. More water.
Okay, we're going to be switching to the bigger needles.
Oh.
To do the lace pattern.
Oh. So that it leaves bigger holes.
Well, this is just the rib pattern at the edge so that it's stretchy.
Oh. Nice.
But then it has a nice tight finish.
Yeah.
Here.
Very pretty.
On the edge.
Yeah.
So
Okay then.
here we are. I have done the 2 inches of ribbed band for Elfie's hat that will allow her to
Ribbed
put
for
on
my
her
hat.
ears over top of it.
Yes.
I'm gonna need to splice.
They do eventually eat the rich.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. I don't think Dollywood is going to be closing as there are current videos from Dollywood. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Song of the South is not on Disney Plus. It was problematic to air with warnings even. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
It
no.
really is.
Yeah. One of my characters from my most recent story seems to be Mumphy by accident.
Okay. Story they're writing or story you're reading?
Writing, I think.
There was an author that used my name for a character in a book. They were asking for input, who's got a good name? Oh, you can use mine. Oh, that is a good name. Okay.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
I need to splice these.
Mumphy's gonna do some splicing magic over here.
I need some water, though.
A little bit of water.
Yeah. I was just gonna.
Yeah, you've got your cup down there.
I mean, it's clean yarn.
It's clean yarn. We don't need the rich that don't pay tax. Yes, that is the point. The point is that if you have resources, you should be ensuring that that doesn't end up meaning that everybody else's life is shit while you exploit them. That's the bad thing to do. That makes sure you go to the bad place in any system that you follow.
There you go.
Magic. Boom.
All one yarn.
I should pull a Who's On First in my D&D campaign at some point. Yeah, you should. You should do that. Absolutely. It is the best thing to do. All right. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, Animal, I am going to go ahead and do your invisible mushroom. And then you should tell me what you want your non-invisible mushroom to be. Pretty please. Thank you. Fun fact. I like fun facts.
Oh, this is
What's
called-
today's fun fact?
The lace pattern is called Bleeding Heart.
Oh, I
it.
love that plant. All right, we have invisible mushroom. Do it as a mushroom slice. That kind of looks like a dog nose. It's okay. Everyone will know. How's that for an invisible mushroom made with a dotted line? I guess you just burnt up in Minecraft. You did say that you were exploding beds by attempting to use them. Her name is Mary Marsh. She's simply known as Grandma by the entire community, as she owns and runs a bookstore called the Book Nooks. That is so cute. Oh my goodness.
I like
If you
that idea.
if you retired to run a bookstore, I think that you would run a much more efficient one than black books while still having great character. I'm just saying. I say
I
that a
would
lot
hope
right
so.
now. My goodness.
All right. So I'm going to work on changing to the larger needles now.
All right. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Do you mind being left here to chat with Chad for me?
I can try and check.
Yeah. Oh goodness, they've sent you a little wall.
Oh my.
It's James.
Okay. I ascribe to welfare econ from a Macro-Keynesian perspective. In practice, this means that I think all wealth. Why is?
Oh, because it thinks you want to scroll down. You have to use
Okay.
the edges.
In practice, this means that I think all wealth at a level of $1 billion or more is not acceptable to be held by one person. True dat. Or organization with a high progressive tax rate the rest of the way down. All people in welfare econ under Keynesian metrics must be given all basic needs by the state. through taxation, including healthcare, housing, mass transit, education, whole food vouchers, or a similar system. Okay.
I mean, that seems
That's
very
it.
reasonable.
Am I caught up?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we need the tax brackets back. You know, the thing is that the dismantling of America's system has been going on far longer than most people want to admit or contemplate, for that matter. And that makes it difficult, to say the least. Okay, so what else have we got? She can also kick the rear of anyone who tries anything she doesn't allow to happen in her shot. Oh, I like that. Good. I wanted to see. Goodness, why is this so fussy? It is fussy. Okay. I wanted to back up. Okay, Mary Marsh, simply known as Grandma by the entire community. She, the book nooks. I like that. I like that a lot. So, thank you for sharing that with us. My goodness, I'm not very good at just chattering. So, forgive me if I fail chatter. Chatter 101, fail. Actually, what I'm failing right now is remembering how to do a yarn over properly when I'm switching the needles, because my setup row requires it. Goodness. If I can just get it wrapped right, I will be so happy to have done so. I think I got it. I think I got it. Woohoo! Almost. Not supposed to be adding a stitch. Shoot. I better get out a chart before I attempt to do that. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, James. From the research I have done, and it's not extensive by any means, the year 1978 and the oil crisis surrounding those years resulting in stagflation was the biggest part of smashing the welfare system of the U.S., followed by Reaganomics after. You gotta back up a little and look at what the impact was of Nixon's removing us from the gold standard, because that was really, like, it's one of the first steps into the mix. And Reagan, however, was also the point where a direct assault on the education system began. He's why college is so expensive these days. So
Can't have all these beatniks getting their education on their parents' dime.
chat's very hard to keep up with, and I'm too nerdy for my own good. Oh, don't worry about it. The ending of the Bretton Woods system under Nixon, yes.
See, they're
So-
smart cookies.
And people talk about going back to that. Oh, we can just go back to that. And it's like, really? Oh, you poor person. You think those assets are still there? Yeah. Nope. It's all gone. They wouldn't keep it. My God. It would be silly. Okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing wrong with this stitch here.
Oh no, something's
And-
going wrong.
Yeah, I can't seem to make it go right, and
Oh,
I just
dear.
need to go look at a chart or something.
Yeah.
So,
I wish I understood those charts.
it's okay.
I think my life will be better in crochet land if I can learn how to read a pattern chart. I've got this book that I picked up secondhand at Craft Raccoon. Shout out to Craft Raccoon for all my Columbus, Ohio critters. You should be crafting your way down to Craft Raccoon in Marion Village. It is the best, most adorable little craft store. They just opened up this summer. And I went there 4 times before realizing that they had a huge selection of not just supplies all over the rest of the store, but they also had a little library of donated books that people had brought in as like, hey, I'm not using this, someone else can. And so I have this, the Harmony Guide to Crochet Stitches, which is everything from the absolute basics to picots, Afghan, clusters. You know, there's stuff that I didn't know you could do that. There's stuff called motifs, which I thought I could turn into moss, but this is really complicated. I don't know what any of this means. Like, I can see the direction that we're going, but I don't know what any of the symbols mean. And so I've been at a little bit of a standstill, but like, there's all these cool textures and things I could be doing.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, please. Okay. I want to understand.
I also have some good visual references for stitches and stuff back in Ohio that
Okay,
you
good.
can just pick up at $13.98.
Yeah.
Or I can have Maddie get them and bring them to you.
Fill it, where you can make letters. You can make letters in the holes. And these flowers almost look like little potted cats. I think that's adorable. There's so much here.
It is a great reference.
They've got textured stitches. They've got relief patterns. Didn't cause me much relief to look at the pattern, but sorry, that was a dumb joke. But like, and this was
We will
$6.
forgive you.
This was $6 for me. At last time it was in a formal store, it was $14, and I suspect that under there somewhere it's closer to $25 or something. But this is also like it's not like a brand new book from first published in 1986, and then they've reprinted it. The last edition that this one notes is in 1996. This book is older than me. Formally. Allegedly. Don't believe every rumor you hear. But yeah, hoping that I can get some use out of this, because once the moss blanket is done, I am probably still going to have yarn left, and I need to do something with it so that it all goes away and stops becoming a problem. So the best thing to do is to find things to make.
Green things.
Green things! More green things. And some of those green things may not be just green, so I may have to get some other colors. But this is where it becomes a problem, you see. And so.
Check my math.
Check yes to. Are you ready? Is the math computing properly? Do 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 do. I don't know this one very well. Alright, we are getting pretty close to the size and shape that I need this piece to be, except for down here at the pointed end there. So that's a little bit of a problem. Oh, hi Charlie. Do you have any suggestions?
Useful ones would be good.
Well, he is a cat, so his definition of useful is going to be a little different from ours. Bretton Woods was a unique moment in history where...
I messed up.
Oh no.
Alright, we gotta
Stop
back up.
sniffing her feet, you're distracting.
No, we just gotta back up.
Bretton Woods was a unique moment in history where a large amount of nations agreed to function and tie themselves to a currency in one system. It's so weird when they claim we can do that in a finger snap.
Yeah.
I just... Not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they don't want you to think about that. It's much more convenient for a lot of people for people to stay upset but not really
and,
able to
you
do
know,
anything about it.
Then we definitely don't want to bring up all the money that Congress borrowed from Social Security and never put back. But they're so upset about people potentially not paying off their student loans. It's almost like it's hypocritical. You
know,
want to talk too nerdy for your own good?
Yeah. Might be a little heavy for chat for today, but yeah. Have no fear. Elfy is a very, very sympathetic ear, and so is Mumphy. I should look into my student loans. I need to find out if I'm supposed to be paying those. That could be a problem.
They'd have made you sure you knew.
Well, you know, you would think so, unless they thought they could get more money out of me later by waiting until it gets to a certain amount, like stealing from Target.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm
Yes,
almost back to
Charlie.
where I can correct for this. Oh no,
Charlie, she needs to
I'm not.
count. Stop yelling.
Actually, I'm not. Shoot. Okay. All right. I need
Well, that was very polite of him to quiet down there.
to go back a little bit further.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit further.
Talking too much about intense topics again. You know, here's the thing: is that sometimes we gotta follow not just where the whimsy goes, but where the general vibe goes. You know, it's okay to talk about stuff that matters. Not that Moss doesn't matter. Moss is very important, but grand scheme of things, mossy little crafts are often, you know, less massively impactful across the grand scheme. That doesn't mean it's not important. It doesn't mean that the stuff that's, you know, massively impactful on the grand scheme is the only thing that matters either, though. So what I'm getting at is, thank you for chatting with us. I appreciate it.
Why are
Charlie
you
may
yelling
not
at
be
me,
as
Charlie?
appreciative. We've sort of been ignoring him for almost 4 hours, Mumphy,
Yeah,
in favor
okay.
of our making noises at each other and playing with soft things that aren't him. Could be a capital
Who is my
crime,
big handsome
really.
kid? Huh? Who's my big handsome kid?
Yeah. I miss my big handsome kid.
Yes. Tis you. I'm gonna close this before you decide to knock it down.
He's so
And I get to do pickup
It's like,
again.
sometimes I think they just like rubbing their faces on things, and other times I think they know that if they just cutely rub their face on the thing, it'll fall over. I
Yeah.
think they know. I don't think they're just experimenting with gravity. I think they have a pretty solid understanding of how it works and how to exploit it.
Okay, so this is there. Okay, now I can get
Well,
in
you
here
just
and do
came
this right.
from where there is a spot for you, sir. Do you want me
Okay,
to move
so
these for you so you can just sit on the
mid-table.
couch? Is that better? I'm very sorry I put a rectangle in your seat. Didn't know it was yours. Pumpkin has coffee now and is waiting for potatoes. There we go. Sable says, in fairness, I just jumped down a veritable rabbit hole trying to figure out once and for all why Sound of the South is problematic.
Oh dear.
Oh no. I suspect that's not really a once and for all. Ooh. Things that I don't really want to talk about today, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you for your interest. Frankly, it is important to know these things. And I just can't right now. I can't know things. I'm really bad at it. Going off on a wild goose chase here. Instead of a popcorn, I might make a little pointy bit. That'll be fun. A those interconnected.
Okay. All right. Now we can do this properly.
It's good to know why, but don't overwhelm yourself because it's really intense.
Yeah.
Jinx. Can we go out for a soda? When we go out, can I have a soda on Mumphy?
I would think so.
Yes. I win.
I think, it's probably a good time to like introduce some discussions of fiction that aren't movies.
Oh, I started reading Braiding Sweetgrass this week.
Which is not fiction, but it's very good.
Yeah, it's very good and much less upsetting to read.
Oh yes.
I started at the bookmark that you left that you pointed out.
Oh,
The
okay.
The writer's story of the grandfather when he was a little kid, and the almonds, and running home with 2 pairs of pants knotted at the legs, slung over their shoulders, full of nuts. And then it went on to talk about the boom and bust cycles of trees and tree nuts. And one of the things that's really interesting about that, maybe not to everybody else here, but interesting to me, who dearly loved my AP bio class in high school. I had a great teacher for that. I thought it was really interesting learning more about trees in that respect, because, and I haven't read far enough to see if it discusses why this happens exactly, but the fact that it's never just one tree by itself going, okay, time to make all of the acorns in the world happen right now. It's every single one of that species at the same time is going to make as much fruit as they possibly can and drop it all at once. And the way that helps to ensure that there's way, 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 way more fruits than any critter could possibly out-eat them. And then in between, they just don't. They just save it all up. And it kind of reminds me of how, when animals are making their young, we give of our bones to make their bones. And that's true for chickens and for snakes and for humans. And so in humans, you see tooth deterioration sometimes if you don't have a sufficiently balanced diet during pregnancy, for example. But this can also happen to snakes, and it'll take it so much out of you to produce all these babies. And I just think it's really interesting, all that kind of parallel with something that we don't see as being alive the same way we are, but still has these similar mechanisms and experiences in a way. I can't tell if you're nodding because you're counting or because you want me to.
No, because I'm listening to you.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, trees are cool, guys. All of the chestnuts are gonna fruit in the same year. They're all gonna make chestnuts at the same time. And I really want to keep reading to find out if they've settled, if scientists studying trees have come to a conclusion about how are they all doing this at the same time. How is this lining up? Because you do have just massively separated distances. If it's the same species, they're somehow it still happens. And I find that fascinating.
I thought I was at a different place than I am.
Oh no.
Sorry, no, it's no big deal.
Okay.
I thought I was at the end, and then I looked and it was like, oh wait, where's this other needle?
I'm the leader. I'll say when it's the end.
I am missing one of these needles though. There's only 3 here.
Oh no.
4. I don't know where the 5th one has ended up, but we will find it, I'm sure, when we get up.
We will. There's no way that Charlie ate it. You've been here the whole
No,
time.
it's bamboo. It's not his thing.
Yeah. He's not really into bamboo. He's more into eating acrylic, which is great for his microplastics count.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do with you, huh? You causing trouble. He's like, I am the trouble. You've seen those skits too, right, Mama?
Yes.
I am the drama. I haven't seen any of his skits recently. I hope he's doing well. Oh God, don't you hate when you haven't heard from someone who's like a small celebrity on the internet, and the next time you see it, it's because they did something or had something awful happen to them?
Oh, I left TikTok because of something like that. There were 2 people that I followed that just behaved in such an asinine manner.
That sounds
That
like
it was
TikTok.
just like, nope, I'm done. You and you are both at fault here. You both did this. You created this. I am not joining either team.
That was a we problem. And by we, I mean y'all.
Yeah, both did stupid shit.
You know, and sometimes it's hard to see where you've fucked up while you feel so very wronged by somebody else. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't maybe take some time to consider before you post your next video.
And that is all I will say on the subject because I don't want to.
Let's not dig it up.
Yeah.
Biddly boo. Your
Bing,
phone
bing,
makes
bing, bing.
really pretty noises, and I wish mine had the same array of pretty noises available because I wouldn't mind so much. Just wouldn't.
Okay.
Mine all sound like fake instruments were used to make them, I think is the problem. In things where it's like it's trying to be real instruments, but it's not doing it very well.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we succeeded here.
Sable, I'm not really sure what Brer stories are.
Oh yeah, Brer Rabbit. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I vaguely know who Brer Rabbit is, but now I think maybe there's a reason I don't firmly know. Welcome back, Critter. Thanks for joining us again. How are things down at your homestead? Is your small one doing well? Had to mom? Of course you had to mom. That's what you do. It's what you do when you're mom. You go and be mom.
Erg.
Alrighty. She's yet again got a fever? Oh no. I'm so sorry. Gonna be out of school for a while, huh? Poor kiddo. Well, I sincerely hope that you guys are able to arrange things so that everybody gets what they need. Doctor says this can last 5 to 7 days. Jesus. That is not gonna be a good time for sure. I hope they're able to give you, good tools and advice to keep her comfortable at least during that. I remember being sick as a kid, and there's certain things that make that a lot easier, and one of those is knowing that someone's going to be there when I need them. And another of those is knowing that, you know, there is something that we're doing about it and can feel it working, you know? So I hope you guys are in that sort of a space. She's already missed this entire week. That's hard. Thankfully, she's little, and, you know, you can make it up. I hope that the school is not going to get a bee in their butt about missing school so that they don't have to deal with every single kid having this. Yeah. Currently washing all the sheets and wiping everything down with Corona wipes. I've actively spent $200 on her being sick, not including her medical visit. About 30% of school was missing this week. Oh gosh.
Alright, I went back and I redid this and I did it right. And I know
Still
I did
look
it right.
funky?
Yeah, no, I'm still 2 stitches short, so we're gonna...
Huh. I thought you said you didn't have to count.
No, I had to count at the end of making the change.
Oh.
'Cause I'm
Whereas I have
changing
to count through the whole time.
that was supposed to be the setup row for the lace.
Oh.
The fact that I did it, and then I did it again because I didn't do it right the first time, and really watched everything, has me concerned that it did not work out well. And I'm wondering if there is an error in this pattern.
Just not
So
so
I'm
sure
going-
how well this plan was thought through.
Okay.
Genuinely think it's an outbreak. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going around, honestly. I really hope that everyone's taking precautions because, you know, I don't want anything unpleasant and sickening to happen to any of you guys like this. You know? Take care of yourselves for me, okay? I don't own any of you, obviously, but I do care.
All right. Why don't they have they don't have their chart numbered either. I'm getting
Oh,
upset with
no.
this person.
Uh-oh. Are there maybe like notes about the pattern somewhere?
Well, I'm trying to find. Okay.
It's definitely more common at the moment here in the UK. I'm continuing my usual precautions. Thank you all for continuing to be cautious. We are cautious critters because we care, you know? That's why I listed my 15-word symptoms list the other day on my social media, because so others can stay wary. And I think that that is a really thoughtful thing that you did. I saw that. You know, it's something that people don't always think about. But, you know, then it turns out that maybe they should have, and it's a little too late sometimes. So, maybe, hopefully, help some folks avoid eating regretty spaghetti. It just doesn't taste as good, you know?
Okay, we've got a 12 stitch repeat. Let's make sure that we have enough stitches to